Scary Movie is back, and let's start straight away with my review, which, as always, is sterling. You can take it to the bank, pun intended. I gave the film a 3 out of 5 stars, and I first have to acknowledge the fact that a large source of enjoyment for this film is going to be centered around nostalgia. Where if you've been a fan of the Scary Movie franchise for decades, you're going to love seeing the same characters. You're going to love seeing the same gags. You're going to love seeing Ghostface and the same antics. But for someone like me who had never met any of these characters before, I'm certainly missing out because they're not lovable characters to me. They're just new people. Uh, and there's definitely this generational divide where when the first Scary Movie came out, I wasn't even born yet. And a testament to this divide is the fact that in my group chat with a couple of my friends, I said, "Hey, does anybody want to go see Scary Movie this weekend?" And I had a friend respond saying, I'm not really into horrors. He had no idea what it was about. And honestly, same thing for me. So I had to write down their names. Characters like Shorty, Cindy, Ray, Brenda, they're all new to me. But I gave it a 3 out of 5, not because it'd be unfair to take away from the film. I'm basing that review mainly on the comedy. It's a comedy movie after all. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the jokes fell flat. If I had to give a breakdown, about 30% of them were funny and 70% kind of dead, crickets, not that funny at all. And unfortunately, of those 30%, you're not going to be on the floor for any of them, with a cackle. Your laughter is like the equivalent of a golf clap, where it's like a ha ha. It feels like more than an exhale, but nothing more than that. Or sometimes just a grin and saying to yourself, "Huh, very clever." And listen, there are good jokes. I like the jokes where it pokes fun at itself about being, a dumb movie. This meta humor, and it's funny. There's one time where I did, really laugh out loud, and that was when there was this great reference to Sinners with this character. His name's Ray. Again, I have to write it down. Very funny, but beyond that, again, the jokes, most of them fall flat, and of those that don't, they're good, not great. Also, another source of enjoyment that's going to increase your appreciation is just understanding the references. So for me, I'd say I knew about 80% of the films that they were referencing. But if you don't know like most of them, it's really not going to be that enjoyable. A good example of this is, they reference a TV show, not necessarily a film, but they reference the show Wednesday, which is that Wednesday Addams show on Netflix with Jenna Ortega. And if you don't know what Wednesday looks like, what kind of clothes she wears, you're not going to get the joke when you meet a character named Tuesday. And same thing when they reference Sinners, when they reference The Substance, when they reference Get Out. And most of the references, I'd say, are pretty well known. So you're not going to have to look up any obscure movies. And certainly don't like make it a task to watch all these movies before Scary Movie, but maybe just ask ChatGPT, "Hey, give me a 1 sentence summary of each of the TV shows slash movies that are referenced by this film." Uh, yeah, beyond that, I don't really have much to say. It's going to be a short review. It's not like I'm going to be thinking to myself, I wonder what that symbolizes, or what's the director's intention with the lighting or with the camera shot. It's an irreverent comedy. It's not trying to be deep. So, and I'm judging it based on comedy. So, again, I give it a 3 out of 5. So a little bit better than mid. And if you're on the fence about watching the movie, you're like, "Hey, should I watch Scary Movie or this other movie?" I'd go with the other movie. Scary Movie is the type of movie where you're going to want to wait for it to come out, at home on Netflix, on Paramount, or if you're ever on an airplane, great airplane movie. The one exception is if you do have something called AMC Stubs A-List. AMC Stubs A-List allows you to see 4 free movies a week. And all you have to do is use code Jacob, and it's 20% off. With that, I thank you. But when I laugh sometimes, it just sometimes felt like an exhale. It wasn't even that much bigger than an exhale in terms of the sheer volume of my laughter. We're really analyzing comedy now at a deep level. All right.